Hi everyone, my name's Madeline Beveridge and I'm the Pastoral Projects Leader at the Diocese of Lismore Chancery. Welcome to our Gospel reading and reflection for today, Friday of the 30th week in Ordinary Time. Today's reading and reflection comes from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 14, verses 1 to 6. Now it happened that on a Sabbath day, he had gone to share a meal in the house of one of the leading Pharisees, and they watched him closely. Now there was a man in front of him with dropsy, and Jesus addressed the lawyers and the Pharisees with the words, "Is it against the law to cure someone on the Sabbath or not?" But they remained silent, so he took the man and cured him and sent him away. Then he said to them, "Which of you here, if his son falls into a well, or his ox, will not pull him out on a Sabbath day without hesitation?" And to this they could find no answer. In today's gospel, we see Jesus at a Pharisee's house on the Sabbath. When a man suffering from dropsy is brought before him, the religious leaders remain silent about whether healing on the Sabbath is lawful. Jesus then heals the man and asks a simple, vivid question. If a child or an ox fell into the well on the Sabbath, would anyone hesitate to rescue it? Their inability to answer reveals a deeper misunderstanding of the Sabbath's purpose. The Church teaches that the Sabbath is not a legalistic barrier, but a day meant for the good of humanity. By healing on the afflicted man, Jesus demonstrates that saving a life is the highest expression of Sabbath observance. When we focus on rules without seeing the human person behind them, we risk becoming the very foxes that Jesus confronts. Modern examples of this including insisting on strict schedules that prevent us from visiting a sick neighbour, or refusing to help a colleague because it interrupts a planned agenda. The gospel invites us to look at ourselves. What would I do if a loved one were in danger right now? The answer should be immediate compassion, not a pause for rules. So think about choosing a practical situation this week where a small act of mercy can be offered on a Sabbath-like day of rest or routine. It might be calling a friend who is struggling and offering to pray or simply to listen, helping a neighbour to carry their groceries when a store is closed, or volunteering a few minutes at a parish outreach program, even if it falls on a day you had planned for personal leisure. By intentionally placing another's needs before our own schedule, we embody the spirit of the Sabbath that Jesus models, a day that does good and saves lives.